हाय ऑल, कैसे हैं आप। मैं आज से शुरू करने जा रहा हूँ इथिक्स, इंटीग्रिटी एंड एप्टीट्यूड के लेक्चर्स। हम इसमें पढ़ेंगे हमारा सिलेबस। जैसे पार्ट ए में इथिक्स एंड ह्यूमन इंटरफेस, इथिक्स एंड पब्लिक एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन, पार्ट सी में प्रॉपर्टी इन गवर्नेंस, पार्ट डी में एटीट्यूड, पार्ट ई में इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस एंड पार्ट एफ में मोरल थिंकर्स एंड फिलोसफर्स। मेरा नाम है शुभम गुप्ता एंड मैं आपको पढ़ाऊँगा इथिक्स, इंटीग्रिटी एंड एप्टीट्यूड। हमारी क्लास डिवाइड होगी कई सारे लेक्चर्स में और ये एक पूरी सीरीज़ है लेक्चर्स की, और ये आपको मदद करेगा यूपीएससी मेंस एंड फॉर जनरल लाइफ ऑल्सो। तो हम शुरू करते हैं अपना फर्स्ट लेक्चर। चैप्टर 1 है हमारा ह्यूमन वैल्यूज़। सो व्हाट आर द ह्यूमन वैल्यूज़? लेट्स सी व्हाट आर द ह्यूमन वैल्यूज़. So we should understand what are the human values. We will see the classification of human values, what are the characteristics of values, functions of values, principles of preference of values, and the development of values. Let's move to another slide. So this is saying that understanding human values. Values constitute an important aspect of self-concept and serve as a guiding principle for an individual. Values are the basic conviction that a specific mode of conduct is personally or socially preferable. They are the standards towards which an individual has a strong positive attitude. So, one of the noted philosopher, Mr. Brightman, has said that values mean whatever is actually liked, prized, esteemed, desired, approved, and enjoyed by anyone at any time. So, values are the basic conviction that the specific mode of conduct is personally or socially preferable. Value system is an enduring organization of beliefs concerning preferable modes of conduct along a continuum of importance. Does the importance of different values co-varies with the importance of others in the value system? For example, one may value honesty over success. So this is called the value system. So let's see what is value versus ethics. Value versus ethics, we may see that values by human behavior by ethics give ground for reasonable moral belief. Values are the guide for the human behavior, while ethics gives ground for the reasonable moral belief. Values can be good and bad, while ethics is concerned only with the positive side of values. Thus, all ethics are values, but all values are not necessarily ethics. So let's see the third point. Our values influence what we term as ethical. That is, value is concerned as a language of ethics. So value is a language of ethics, and these ethics and values both are universal, non-universal, sorry. So let's see the classification of values. Classification of value includes that different educational thinkers have classified the values in accordance with their own thinking process. Broadly हम इसको देखेंगे. First है social values. What is the social value? Principles and ideologies which encourage us to live together, that is love, affection, affiliation, etc., are imbibed in the social values. Moral values, principle and directives which enables us to follow the right path, that is honesty, empathy and integrity, combines in moral value. What are the religious values? Person's beliefs in particular thought which guide for the reasoning between good and bad, that is showing him respect for the holy books, preaching God, etc. So these are imbibed in religious values. What is the national value? Principles and directives which force us to encourage a person to imbibe the feeling of patriotism and national integration, that is respecting the national flag and the national anthem and sacrificing for the country, like etc., are imbibed in the national values. Let's see the fourth, that is scientific value. Principles and directives which forces to test, analyze, verify and inquire, etc., that is developing sound reasoning for a particular individual, are imbibed in scientific values. Civic values. What are the civic values? Principles which guide in do and don'ts of citizens, that is standing in a queue, respecting elders, dumping garbage in a dustbin, or the civil things that we do in a society are combined in civic values. Political value. Let's see. This includes liberty, equality, democracy, unity, diversity. What these are the terms which are included already in the preamble of the Constitution of India. So we know that these are the particular values that are related with political values that can be described in a political value. Economic value. So what is economic value? It includes ideology and beliefs such as capitalism, socialism, free market economy, globalization, privatization, etc. are combined in economic values. Affective value. It is concerned with arousing the emotions and affections. It includes the feeling of pain, happiness, love, etc. are imbibed in affective value. What are the intellectual values? These are the excellent character traits. They are features that make a person excellent in a person, that is humility, perseverance and courage, etc. They can be imbibed as a intellectual value. So we have also the modern classification of values according to many philosophers, but we will see in the next chapter. Right now we will see what are the characteristics of values. Characteristics of values. It says values are built as an outcome of knowledge as well as beliefs. They have cognitive, affective and directional aspects. They are both like three aspects, like cognitive, affective and directional. They can be learned through culture, experience and social institution. It says that any individual can learn the values by culture, experience, social institution, etc. They are hierarchically given, that like they are passed in families by hierarchy, by from your father, grandfather. They are given dependent and relative among themselves and with the perceiver. Fifth is they are always given in pairs, like positive value has always is corresponding counter value. We have also negative value, it is saying. So let's see what are the function of values. We have seen the characteristics of values. Right now we will see functions of values. They help to become socially acceptable. First function is they help to become socially acceptable. Second is they help in judgment and decision making. Third is they serve as internal guide to everything. Fourth is they make behavioral choices less than random and more parsimonious. They help in prioritization. Prioritization means hierarchy of values. So these are the function of values, and we have also principle of preference of values, like preference of permanent values and principle of productive values, preference of intrinsic values. So right now we will see the development of values. So values are developed in an individual through his lifespan. There are certain processes through which values are developed. The method and techniques adopted for inculcating values are also based on the needs of an individual. So process of developing individual values is include in the socialization and social control process. So let's see what is the socialization process. Socialization is a process by which human infants begin to acquire the skills necessary to perform as a functioning member of their society, and it is the most influential learning process one can ever experience. Through this, a child is indoctrined into his culture. It is a lifelong process to shape an individual. Agency of socialization includes family, society, school, peer group, media, TV, etc. So let's see what is social control. Social control includes, even after the socialization process, there will be some deviants. For instance, two children are brought up in a same family. One of them is very honest while another has got into habit of stealing. In such cases, the good values can be sustained through appreciation. For negative values, it can be eradicated by the method of punishment. Basically, we can reward for positive value and punish for a negative value. So this is the mechanism when a good act is rewarded while the bad act is punished, to eliminate the chance of its repetition, like for bad values. So right now we will see the techniques for developing values. It can be experimented, but philosophers and moral thinkers has described it also, that role of family in inculcating value, the role of society in inculcating values, role of educational institution in inculcating values, and the role of teacher. Four of them are already classified. So let's see the role of family. Role of family includes the development of individual inside a family. So how parents inculcate values in their children are described in the role of family in inculcating values. So what is the role of society in inculcating values? Role of society includes to create a homogeneous environment, to reflect simplicity, honesty, kindness and fairness in the conduct, to provide maximum freedom for fuller growth in the experience, facilitation of desired suggestion and persuasion, to explain its traditions, rituals, mythological stories, consequences, contribution to the modern order of society. So society are also helpful in the inculcating values in an individual. So unfortunately, society, due to its makeup, has also inculcated certain negative values in people. So we will see it in different time. We will talk about it in different class. But right now we will see the role of education institutions in inculcating value. What is the role of school? Role of school is very very important, because it is the first formal of agency for socialization. School education undoubtedly is one of the most powerful agencies molding the character of individual. So it will determine also the future of an individual and the nation also. So the whole realm of education is centered on the development of moral aspect of man. Right now we are seeing that Plato, who was the more old thinker, has said that emphasization of the educational effort should aim at the promotion of virtue. Mahatma Gandhi also states that education of heart or moral education is the prime function to provide for an individual. For building the character of an individual, society will take care of itself. So many philosophers have said many things about the role of school and role of educational institution for inculcating the value in an individual. So right now we are having the last point, that role of teacher. Role of teacher is very important also. Role of teacher is important because teacher can be gauged from the life of Mahatma Gandhi, who had Gopal Krishna Gokhale as his teacher, Alexander, who was a disciple of Aristotle. The teacher is mentor, facilitator, communicator, manager of teaching learning activities. He is also the source of inspiration. He is full of action, thought, wisdom, vision. So teacher is supposed to discharge his duty as assigned. So he is also the reflection of morality, honesty, non-violence. He should have also competency, methodology, strategy, technique of teaching, innovative skills at command to organize learning. He should also explain the social and national heritage, culture, civilization, and its useful values to the modern adolescents. Values related to teacher habits, behavior, actions, and thoughts must be reflected in face before students. So role of teacher is very important from our ancient times for inculcating the values in an individual in our society. So these are the basic learnings that we have got from the chapter 1, that we have seen the what are the human values, understand it, that the what are the basic classification of values, characteristics of values, and function of values. In next class we will see that dimension of ethics goes around not only about values but also about morality and its own branches of ethics and ethical theories. We will see in next class. Until now, I will signing off, and thank you all for joining me, and good evening. Thanks.